Hi friends, thanks for joining us again here at GP Knives for another episode of What's New at GP Knives. This week we've got a really cool collection of automatics, some stuff we haven't seen in a long time, and just some overall awesome new stuff. So let's check it out. All right guys, we're going to start off this week with a couple new items from our friend Serge. You might know him for a lot of his unique custom items, maybe even his watches. But he has this really cool production line actually that's kind of made offshore just to get some more of his models out there in other people's hands. So what we're going to start off with today is we've got a couple very unique items. We've got a slip joint and we have a big beefy frame lock folder. And I think Kich is going to tell you all about it.
Yeah, so we'll start with the razor. So this is his slip joint razor. This one's the version 2. So basically, if you look at it, it's just a box cutter, right? So you can change this out to any blade that you want.
Sure.
It comes with a heavy duty blade. They're usually a little bit thicker. They got a little bit different kind of cutting angle on them. And then other than that, it's all titanium. It's got a nice back spring on it. It's got
I know
steel
it's
back
really
spring.
strong.
It is super strong. And it has like, if you're like a traditional guy, like I carry a lot of GECs, I like walk and talk. This has that.
Awesome.
I don't know if that's it, just like ringing off of the titanium, but it has that for sure. Get a nice pocket clip on there. This is basically, the way I kind of describe it is if you're a guy who like works every day cutting open boxes and you want something fancy to do it, this is your guy.
Sure.
You don't have to sharpen it. You don't have to worry about breaking the tip. You can abuse this thing. And then it's still, you know, a really nice, fancy titanium knife.
It's going to be a lot durable than your average box cutter
Oh,
handle.
definitely.
You got the titanium, you have a clip, which a lot of them don't, you know? And it's not going to come open in your pocket. It's really strong with that back spring.
Yeah.
That's the part I love
It's
about
not going to go closed either. I mean, you can really kind of like wrench on that
it.
thing.
It seems pretty trustworthy.
It is for sure. I would
pretty neat.
feel completely safe using that to cut about anything.
Cool. That's pretty neat. The other one, I would say, is in a whole different realm.
Yes.
That thing's huge.
The Trisect is completely different, right?
Yeah.
So this is basically gigantic production, like something that looks like one of Serge's custom.
Exactly.
So he's known for kind of his smaller like curio stuff, like the coin claw, stuff like that, the bean.
Yep.
And then this was a design that he made a few years ago and then was trying to get to market. So it's finally come to market and it is a gigantic, basically I think it kind of just looks like a big bean to me. It's got that same kind of big cleaver blade.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's got titanium inlays that are flamed and then it is super smooth because of the big heavy blade.
Yeah. I was going to ask if there was bearings in there making it that smooth. Kind of sounds like there's bearings in there for sure. I really like the hole cutout in this one because you can do the finger flick on it, which is super cool. Yeah, and this has got totally open construction, which is super nice. I really like that. The frame lock is great. The clip is nice. Just nice. Overall, I mean, it's not going to be for everyone. No, that's for sure. But collectors, anybody who's been waiting for this knife, this is definitely going to be something you want to pick up.
Yeah.
Next up. We have the Atelier from GiantMouse. It is basically the Mini Grand.
Mini Grand.
They're pretty cool.
I think that they're really neat.
Yeah.
So you have a whole overview on these. I think we'll probably have that link down in the description if you guys want more detail on this guy. Chris did an awesome job. So it's basically a small Grand. It has everything that you like about the Grand, only in a smaller, easier to carry size. I really like the ergonomics of it, shrunk down a little bit. I can even kind of choke up into this choil.
That's nice.
And then you have kind of a little harpoon swedge up here with some jimping I can get onto.
I love the blade
And then
shape.
they kept the same wire clip, stuff like that. This one's Makora. They're doing them in Thai as well. And then in the Thai one, you actually get this real cool gold colored backspace.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of textured. It's kind of got this radius milled texture to
Yeah,
it.
that's what really stood out to me was that like 3D texturing on there.
They did a really good job on these. If the titanium one's still a liner lock, so you don't have to worry about, hitting that lock bar or anything.
Sure.
Really nice, little classy EDC knife. Really.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm going to want to pick one of those up. All right, next up, guys, I want to feature some products that basically we haven't had in a while. And what I mean by that is that like these launch 11s here, we've had Kershaw autos, all the way through the pandemic, but they weren't doing these distributor exclusive colors. And that's the really cool part is all the colors went away. And we just kind of had bland black and stuff like the whole time. Well, they're back and it's freaking awesome. So we have the Launch 11s and we've got some pocket clips and we're going to talk to you about those right now.
Yeah, so Launch 11, obviously an awesome EDC knife. Finally, we're starting to get them in some colors. I really like the blue. I know our camera guy, Shane, probably going to pick one of these guys up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking about a green one. Just an awesome little EDC automatic. It's got a nice amount of belly, got some tip on there, got a nice reverse tanto.
Right.
Cool pocket clip. They're super ergonomic. This is, as far as like USA made, smaller autos, this one's kind of hard to beat.
True.
You're out of that ProTech price point, so you're a little bit lower than a ProTech with still American-made quality. So,
and even if I have just the standard Launch 11, I probably want to get a color one, just because I haven't seen that before. And I'm like, man, I'd love to get a colored handled one myself. So definitely a cool item. You guys are going to want to check these out for sure. Next up is some pocket clips, just pocket clips from our friend Casey Lynch. And we just thought we'd bring these in this week because it's been a while since we've had those as well. Just a long time. His production got backed up a lot during COVID as well. So there's just, Kich is going to tell you why it's really important that you probably want to switch out your clip.
Yeah, so basically you guys know, anybody who buys knives, sometimes the pocket clips just kind of suck. That, or if you break them, they might be hard to get from the manufacturer. If you buy something from Casey and you like it and it breaks, you send it back to him and he sends you another one. So if you have, let's say, a Benchmade with the old style, like 940 clip, you can put a deep carry clip on it. You have a Spyderco with a wire clip and you hate the wire clip, think it feels flimsy. You can replace it with a deep carry clip that's solid titanium and strong. It's also doing cool colors now, so you get bronze, we've got some sand wash, stone wash, anodized blue. Really cool colors, a nice way to add some pop to your knife, and then they're also titanium, so they're super durable, hard to bend, hard to break, won't rust, stuff like that.
Yeah, I love the way that you can basically personalize your knife, like make it stand out from somebody else's, like, hey, your friend's like, hey, I got that knife too, but where the heck did you get that pocket clip? That's super cool.
Yeah, make it unique.
Yeah, definitely cool. You guys are going to want to check those out. We got a really good batch in. So definitely, check out those pocket clips. So for our final act this week, we have a complete dedication to Microtech automatic knives. And that's because we have gotten a lot of them in lately. We got a huge batch in of like just, a lot of models that we hadn't seen in a while. We had some LEDTs, we've had some SOCOMs, and really neat just collector's series ones, like really nice fancy ones. Some regular ones too, and Kich is going to tell you about his favorites.
Yeah, so I really like the Makora is one of my favorites. So it's basically an Ultratech, and then you get these traction inlays in them. And then what's cool about it is it's a signature series knife, so that kind of bumps up the cool. But it's also ported, so you can blow it out with air, and as the mechanism works, it kind of gets rid of any gunk that's in there. It's kind of able to free flow past the blade thanks to the flutes.
Oh, sweet.
It's pretty neat. That's a neat little touch. If you like Ultratechs and you kind of want to move into a classier one, Makora is an awesome one for that. Kind of in the same vein as that is if you really like UTX 85s. The Daytona is basically an 85 with inlays in it. It's really cool. This one's got this bronze bubble inlay. Super smooth. Once again, signature series kind of a thing. If you have an 85 at home and you want to move into a more fancy one, kind of one that you can kind of show off a little bit, that's not just your everyday beater knife.
I like the unique factor of that.
This is a guy.
Yeah.
So from those, we have Zombie Tech. Hard to beat that guy. They changed the way that they do the blood spatter on those now, so now they're all a little bit more unique. And then we'll move into this big Dirac Delta in the Urban Camo, which I really like this guy. Signature series too, so it's another one of those things where if you have one that you've kind of beat up and used, you can kind of get one of these. This can be kind of your showing knife.
Right.
I really like the color that they did on this clip, and really the rest of the knife, but the clip really stands out.
It's got a nice subdued finish to it.
Nice
I really like that.
Flat, matte gray to it. Really cool.
For sure.
And then they just started, we've seen more of the Hellhound and Warhound stuff coming out.
Yep.
But we just got in some of these that come in sets. So we got like a Spartan. We've got this Death card, which is really cool. If you guys are like history nerds, check out like Mac v Sog Death card. Really cool, like little history to this Ace of Spades kind of thing they got going on. But these come in a double box. You get a birth card. It's like metal. It's got the signature, and it's got an insignia on the back. Really cool stuff. So really neat stuff coming out of Microtech now, and it's nice to have some of it back in. Huge restock, like you said.
Definitely, yeah. Especially after the holidays, we were really low on the stuff. So definitely check out our Microtech brand page. You're going to find all the new stuff right there. Really awesome selection.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Links to all these items are down in the description box below. While you're down there, like and subscribe. Make sure you comment and tell us what knife was your favorite this week. Thanks for watching.
Take care.